Well, we're just a couple weeks out from the start of LCS. I'm joined right now by Apollo with coverage presented by Alienware. Apollo, new year, new team.
Yes.
It's such a stat. You must have known this was coming.
I already knew you were gonna say that.
I was so excited because I think our interview last year started the exact same way. We just talked about all the teams.
In the interview before that, I think, actually 4 years running, maybe.
And it's back. It's my favorite moment of the year. I get to make fun of Apollo for being on a new team. All right. So, have you been on? What teams have you? Have you been on more teams than you haven't been on this now?
Wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I've been on 7 teams. I think it was like Coast, Tip, Dig, Envy, or sorry, no, Apex, Envy, Clutch, Echofox. So 7.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That is pretty good.
It might be the most. I was just thinking about it. It might actually be the most.
Over how many years?
Well, I think this is my 6th year. Yeah, I think so.
Because you played on Coast in the first split or first season, right?
Yeah, I think it was like the actual like official first season, or maybe like second season, because LCS wasn't
Did you play in the little brick building that didn't have an audience?
No, not that one. Okay. So because I think that might have been first season, and so I guess that was the second season.
Yeah, that was the first season of LCS.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, okay. So you've been here for all of them except for the very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, so as we joked about last year, you didn't really settle in. I'm sure you didn't really settle into the old place. You didn't get too comfortable, right?
Of course not. I would never. Yeah, my suitcase is already packed and ready to go.
Dude, it must be. There must be almost like a mental whiplash. You move so often.
Yeah, I mean it's annoying, but like I'm pretty used to it by now, right? It's not that bad.
I like the idea that at some point in time you could be like the expert on all the different team houses and all the different teams. You're like, it's like, well, actually, here's a good question for you. What is the best team house you've been in?
Oh, that's actually a pretty good question.
And there's an Echofox team house, right?
Yeah, there kind of was, I guess. Like we're not going to be in team houses anymore. Like we're doing apartments, but their team house is actually super nice. What's the best team house?
The Tip one? I remember the Tip one was pretty nice.
It was okay. I mean, it was nice. Like I think like location wise, it was nice. Yeah. I would probably say like the current Echofox one is like super nice, but I haven't been there long enough. And then I think the Dig House is also really nice too. The Dig House is really nice.
So will you be able to unpack?
Actually, sorry, Envy House is probably the nicest, but not enough rooms, but still like nicest. Yeah.
What? So now that you're gonna have an apartment, does that mean you can actually like get comfortable?
I mean, I think so. I hope so. It definitely makes it like easier for me to actually unpack. Like I'm actually unpacking all my stuff. It's just new to me.
I was wondering if you could tease us with what team you're gonna be on next year.
Well, I can't be on the same team twice, so there's actually like less and less options, right? It's like FlyQuest, GGS,
Team Liquid,
TSM, Cloud9, one of those probably, but I can't narrow it down until like later in the split.
I'm glad you're already thinking. You're eyeing them.
Don't hear that.
I like the idea that like during in between matches or whatever at the LCS, you're like, so what's it like on Cloud9? What's it like on TSM? Like I'm trying to kind of figure out which one.
I mean, the sad thing is I don't really get a choice most of the time. It's like, oh, I'm wearing the Echofox jersey now.
You just wake up and you're in it, and in a different house. They've moved you overnight. They didn't want to disturb you, so.
I do, but Echofox has been really good. Like their like facility has been really awesome. Their house, like I said, was actually really nice, and yeah, they've been trimming really well, so no complaints.
And you now seem to have a crew with you now that have, like...
Posse? Yeah. I mean, I bring them around occasionally.
You bring them to the different teams with you now. It's just like, it used to just be you, but now you've got like a crew around you.
Like a couple guys, we hang out. And yeah, I mean, they didn't really want to come, but they're like, okay, sure, if you really need us, and here we are.
You tricked them into signing a joint contract now, wherever you go.
And I get all their salary.
That's actually a really good contract for you.
Yeah. No, don't tell them that.
What do they get?
No, we don't talk about that.
Not much, apparently. Okay, so you're now on Echofox.
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like, what's going to happen for Echo Fox this year?
Well, I mean, it's like it's a brand new roster pretty much. I guess you can kind of count Phoenix as like veteran of Equifox, but I mean, we've all. The good thing is, I think we've all actually kind of played with each other at some point. Like Solo has played with Phoenix before on GCU. I played with Rush, and then obviously Solo and Haku have all played together, and we've actually kind of like blended pretty nicely. I'd say we're all pretty experienced. We're all like almost veterans at this point, and I think as long as we kind of keep it professional, we are like definitely a strong contender. As much as people don't want to admit that, I think we are.
What's it like being back with Rush?
It's fun. He's changed a little bit ever since I was on Tip. I think when he joined C9, they changed him.
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know. Sneaky and Jensen did their work on him. They did a number on him.
Now just Twitch chat incarnate.
Yeah. It's a little too true, but yeah. I mean, it's been super fun. He's like me and him got along really well on Tip, and he's like a really funny guy, really nice guy.
That's so funny. It's like once you go to C9, you just become a different person.
It's true.
All right.
Okay, at least in terms of vocabulary, it's like he's already had like a really good vocabulary. Like he just knows a lot of words. But then I think he knew more words than he should have. Okay. Like all the Twitch chat words. Yeah.
It's like he used to sound super educated. Now it's like, what happened to you?
Like, it just one word, responses,
Poggers.
Yeah.
Oh. So, what? Yeah. So you believe in this version of Echo Fox? You think that you guys can be strong contenders?
Yeah, for sure.
What? Who would you say are like going to be the interesting challenges for you this split?
Interesting. Well, I mean, I think us versus Clutch Game is gonna be interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I think TL is probably like the most scary. And I don't think I really need a reason. They're a really strong team last split, and I think you can kind of argue that Core JJ's was an upgrade because he's a world champion. And yeah, I think they're just gonna be a really strong team. So other than that, though, I think most of the other teams are at a kind of similar spot where I'm sure like as practice goes on, teams will get better, and some teams will improve faster than others. Yeah.
I interviewed Sven and Sneaky yesterday, and one of them, I forget which, was telling me that like they really feel like C9's the top team right now. And then I kind of teased them because all the people I'd been talking to were saying that they felt like TL was the top team to beat. So you would actually put TL over C9 right now?
I don't like right now. I think it's kind of hard to say who's the strongest because we've scrimmed most of the teams, and they're all pretty similar. I just think in terms of like skill level, TL has to be the scariest. Whether or not they're strongest right now, I think they're still going to be the scariest.
The maximum potential.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
And do you feel like where are you at? I mean, I've kind of asked you this question before, but where are you at as a player? How do you feel about yourself? Because it does feel like you've always been kind of on the cusp of breaking out, but haven't had a chance to get in the LCS top 3 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it has kind of been hard for me to like break that barrier, I guess. There's always been like really good AD carries in LCS, and I think there are some points where like I've proven that I'm like I can compete with them, but maybe I'm just not I'm not like consistent enough. Like I'm obviously consistent, but like not enough to like make it like to be better than that. So. I mean, just it also kind of depends on the team that I'm on. Some teams, like as long as I ask for resources or like play well, then I can like break out. But that's just kind of up to me really, and we'll see if this team if I can do that for this team.
Finally, what was the off season like for you? Because obviously there's a lot of downtime for you.
Right. I wanted to be productive, but I didn't do much.
Okay. What did you do?
I mean, I played other games just for fun.
What games?
I mean, I think some of it was WoW for like a good month, and then that died off. And then I don't really know. I tried to like play some single player games. Like I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I usually just end up like refunding them because I'm not really into that stuff. But I just chilled really.
I'm really trying to understand. It sounds like you literally did nothing. Like the way you describe it, it's like you would be like, I'm gonna try the single player game. You play it for 30 minutes, and then you stop, and then you just stare at a wall for the rest of the day.
Maybe okay. I like watch TV shows and stuff. You know, you don't want to be my nothing productive. How about
Yeah,
that?
but I when every pro player tells me nothing,
Yeah.
and then I have to like pull things out of them because that's how the audience connects. If you're like,
okay.
I spent a ton of time playing like Warframe, then there's like four people who are in the audience who are like, oh, he plays Warframe, I like him.
4 people is.
I mean, these interviews don't. It's the viewership is. It's not a double interview. You know what I mean? It's a little
It's not on
small.
Warframe. It's on the interview itself. Gotcha. Okay.
It's a niche game. But yeah, I mean, was there any single activity or thing that you played or watched or enjoyed?
No. Let's see. What did I do? God, it was actually a really long off season too. I watched Worlds. Is that an activity?
Sure, we'll just go with that. I would have liked like.
I did go to Mexico with my family.
Okay.
With like family, and then that was during like Christmas and New Year's time.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Relatable.
Yeah.
We all go to Mexico.
I mean, people go on family vacations. There you go.
Yeah. I'm
Jeez.
super relatable.
I like it is so hard. I started my job, back in 2011. I was like, a lot of people, they don't know who to root for because they don't have that connection with
Right.
them, and I did not know how difficult it would be to accomplish that connection.
Yeah.
Pro players are just not in.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, we don't really do that much besides play League of Legends. So that's the relation itself. Is that we, me and my fans, we all play League.
Yeah.
Probably.
Interestingly enough, so do all the other LCS pros. So it's need to figure out a differentiator.
Okay, I'll work on that.
All right. Is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Thank you for supporting me. This is my 6th, I think, year. So you guys really sticking with me. And I hope you guys support me and my new team, Echo Fox. And yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Paulo, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Man, I am so excited for the start of LCS. I hope you are too. This preseason coverage is going to be hyped. See how these matches go down. The very first one is Team Liquid versus Cloud9. It's going to be rad. Just that rivalry coming in. The whole point is I just want to thank you for watching this as somebody walks behind me. It's completely cool. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen and move on. Because guess what? This is all sponsored by Alienware. Isn't that rad? Yes, they're sponsoring everything I do in 2019. Super cool of them to provide me that support. I don't know. I'm just excited about it. I'm hoping that you're excited too. And if you're excited, you can help me by clicking the link below in the description, dell.com/Travis. There's some other stuff there. You might want to follow me on Twitch. You might want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. But if you check out their stuff, they've got a whole bunch of new cool things that they announced at CS at the start of this year. Checking that out obviously helps me, and I can't wait to help you by providing you more content as the year goes on. So I'll catch you later.